Jeffrey Hatcher joins me for this spotlight conversation to discuss his foundation. Hey, what's going on, Jeff?
Hey, my brother, how are you?
Hey, I'm pretty good, man. So glad you can join me, bro.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making.
It's been a while. Yeah, I've been wanting to get this done. Highlight your foundation. You've been doing some really cool things. I see you across, be it IG. You mentioned certain things on Facebook, etc. So I could hardly wait to get you on here, man, to kind of discuss some particulars. So the New Beginnings Legacy Foundation. So tell us, Jeff, what is your foundation all about? What's its mission set?
The mission of my foundation is to spread help, spread information to different families, different communities in the Tri County area, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach County, mostly in Broward County, though. We've been operating now for maybe about a year now um, as a non for profit. Um, and we're just excited about doing this work, Chris. This is really good work, and we really excited about doing it.
I've seen some postings, man, and the excitement is there. And the folks on the receiving end, Jeff, I'm gonna tell you, everyone, most folks who are watching this, they know our relationship and how far we go back. You've always been one of the caring types and the go getter in terms of making sure people are taken care of. So when I first heard about you, uh, even starting, even talking about this type of endeavor, man, I was kind of like, yeah, I can see Jeff doing that all day. So to see it come to fruition, man, it warms my heart, bro.
Yeah, Chris, it warms mine too. Like you said, I mean, you and I grew up since what? I don't know, first grade or something. I mean, we ain't gonna tell our age, but we grew up together a long
Hey,
time,
hey,
man.
Jeff, no, we're proud of it.
Oh
50,
yeah,
baby, 50
yeah.
club.
And yeah, that's always been a part of who I am to help others.
Right.
So when this came about to be able to do it, we jumped right on it. Yeah, so we were sitting around the dinner table, and my son asked, "Can he take an extra sandwich for a kid, you know, at his school that may not have, had anything?" So I told him, I
Uh-huh.
said, Manny, sure, go ahead. And they have been watching me, help others, and they was like, "Dad, you know, uh, you always help people. Won't you, start a foundation to help?"
Wow.
So Deborah, my wife, she jumped on and she was like, "Yeah, you always, so eager to, so willing to help others. We should do this foundation." And that's how New Beginnings, that's how it came about.
Wow. That's crazy. Obviously crazy in a good way, but for your kids, man, particularly your son to identify that and like and make that connection, like, yeah, you should be doing something in that vein since you naturally like helping people anyway, and just to see how far it's come in such short amount of time, I can only imagine what it's going to look like later, but we'll get into some of that later in the conversation.
Sure.
So, Jeff, what have been some of the highlights that stand out to you thus far?
Uh, we do an annual uh, back to school uh, book bag giveaway, but not
Uh-huh.
only, most people do book bags. We took it, at New Beginnings, we took it a step further, and we give two pair of uniform pants and two uniform shirts, along with a backpack full of school supplies and everything to every kid that shows up until we run out. Um,
Wow.
yeah, that's most people don't do the uniform; they just do the backpack. But we took it a step further, and we do school uniforms. I mean, uh, that's one of the big things that we did last year. Uh, Along with the backpacks and all of that, we also had free eye exams.
Free
So
free eye exams?
yes, so the kids
Okay.
showed up, and we partnered with another nonprofit here in South Florida,
Uh-huh.
and we was able to. We had a whole family full day. We had, hot dogs and hamburgers, and we had face painting and rock climbing, just to let people know that as much bad, there's also that much good in the world.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a company come out and give the kids, free eye exams and, you know, for back to school. But one of our things that we did that was very, very touching to me, Chris, and it really, really touched my heart was last year for the holidays, we did a make a wish to about 60 kids that was in foster home. Now
Oh, wow.
that was I've been doing this for a long time, and I think that was one of the most heartfelt events that
Mhm.
I have ever been a part of.
I can
Ever.
imagine.
These
Yeah.
kids was in foster homes, and we had them. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of back and forth because in foster homes, the kids may be there for 1 week, and then the next week they're not there, and then the day before the event, a new kid, got put in a foster home. So it was very challenging. But the team and I can't really take much credit. My team, they stepped in, and we had a whole dinner for the kids, and we didn't let them get in line to get their food. We served them all day. So they sat
Okay.
down. We had, you know, if we saw social media, we had the plates on the table, and we fixed the plates and we served them, and we had them, make a wish, and we had every gift that they asked for. We had it gift wrapped. And Chris, let me tell you, man, when them kids opened those gifts and it was what they asked for, I had to walk away because I had to hold the tears back.
Yeah, I can imagine that too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
That was one of the big events. And a lot of thing about the foster homes that we learned when we did that is
Uh-huh.
that these kids are in foster homes, and when they get 18, they age out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if they don't have any family or they don't have nowhere to go, then they become like just on the street. So, as we continue to do the foundation and continue to grow the foundation,
Hmm.
we keeping notes of, systematically what works, what doesn't work, you
Good.
know, how can we improve on helping people? Because, think about it. You're 18 years old and you out on the streets and you got to figure everything out. And,
Yeah.
you know, so, a lot of people suffer because of not knowing. Just,
Right.
and I think me and you, in our own little clique, we done had many conversations about information, just being able to share information. So, we want to reach back to those young people and be able to say, okay, you're 18, you're aged out, you
Hmm.
know, how can we help? How can New Beginnings help? Whether it be job placement, whether it be, trying to help find somewhere to stay,
Hmm.
if they need, you know, a place to stay and stuff. So
Right.
we growing, but we still young at it, and we're growing, and but you know, we still trying to just put that little niche in
Oh
that,
yeah.
that,
Oh
that
yeah.
really
But like
put
you
your,
said though, I mean, you're taking notes and lessons learned along the way, and like you said, refining it, making things better, and do more of this, do less of that, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, that's how you chart the course, man. Now I'm curious, and I want to bring one of them up. You mentioned an upcoming event or something, right? I want to make sure I bring that up. Can you touch on that? What's coming up?
yeah. So a friend of mine reached out to me. He saw what I was doing, and he's been around the community here in South Florida for a long time. And he said, "Hey Jeff, let's get together and do something this summer where, a lot of kids in the summer. That's when a lot of crimes happen. That's when a lot of things happen
Right.
because the kids don't have anything to do. So this is our first time trying this. We're gonna do a free a free clinic uh, for a week. It's gonna be a week long, and it's gonna be a camp, and it's gonna
Oh
go from
wow.
9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a week, completely free to people in South Florida. Like I say, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., we're gonna have guest speakers to come in and speak to the kids about, how to maybe pick a career, things of that nature. We're gonna have swimming lessons because here in South Florida we surrounded about water.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have swimming lessons. We're gonna have a basketball clinic. We're gonna have guest speakers. We're gonna provide breakfast and lunch. And then on the 5th day, we're gonna take all the kids bowling. We're gonna take all the kids bowling, but it's gonna be a caveat to it. We're gonna have we only gonna have 50 spots. So we only, because this is our first year doing it, so we don't want to go too big. We're gonna have 50 spots. But on Monday, the kids don't know it yet, but they're gonna have to write an essay, a short little essay. Some of our donors and sponsors, they want to see that. So we're gonna have them on Monday. They're gonna get a little assignment. They're gonna reach in a hat, pull out a little something to write about, and they're gonna have to write a short, like how we did in, 3 paragraphs, something like that. Nothing long. Yeah, and they're gonna have to go home and they're gonna have to write it, and it's gonna be due by Thursday, and we're gonna take some of those essays and try to make it a little competitive. See who write the best essays, and then maybe some prizes and things of that nature. So we still, like I said, we're a new foundation, and we're still trying to tweak it. But I think that'll be a good little twist to it to add that.
Oh, man, absolutely. Yeah, man, you're right. Kind of spark the brain a little bit. Kind of, all fun and no, the type of academic twist to it, man. Jeff, this is, I can hardly wait to see where this thing goes. I can hardly wait. So, the recipients, you mentioned the kids and the gratitude, the looks on their faces, and how surprised and happy they were when they received whatever it was they wanted, right? So in any words for your recipients in particular?
We just want to let the community know that no matter where you started, no matter how it is now, there is a new beginning for you.
Oh yeah.
There is a new beginning. And that's why we came up with the name New Beginnings. Because sometimes we just need that fresh start in life. Sometimes, and I know it's young people, kids, 13, 14, but sometimes at 14, you need a fresh start.
Yeah.
Maybe just being in an atmosphere where, you're around more positive people than you ever been. That's a new beginning,
It is.
So then, we also want to, do something with, let the parents know too, we also going to be doing stuff with parents, let them know that, listen, it's a new beginning. What happened every day you wake up is a new beginning.
Every day
you wake up is a new beginning. It's a fresh start. What happened yesterday is already gone. It's a new beginning.
That's right.
It's a new beginning. So,
what about the words for your supporters?
Oh, listen. 99.9% of our finances of because of what we're able to do come from individuals.
Right.
And I just want people to know that, as much as people say, oh, people won't help. No, that's not true. I'm a living testimony that people will help. People are, especially when you're putting out a good product. So, to my sponsors, if you guys are watching, thank you. We are so humble. We do not take that for granted. We are intentional with what we're doing. And, we're so humble that you guys choose to help us.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, I alluded to this a couple times, like, I can hardly wait to see where you guys go and where you are in the next umpteen years or whatever. But where do you envision the organization in another, say, 10 years or so, 10 years or so?
Well, Chris, you've been knowing me a long time, and this little peanut head of mine, this little brain of mine, when it comes to helping people, sky's the limit, Chris. I mean, I would love for this to be in every city throughout all the states.
Mhm.
Just to encourage people to get involved. You know, if anyone can look at my foundation, I'm pretty sure some of us know someone who's may need help or may need a new beginning, and get involved, especially for men. I'm
Right.
very hard on men because I think a lot of stuff starts with us. As far as our community, our families, a lot of stuff start with us. So, you
I
know,
wholeheartedly agree.
yeah, reach back, help somebody. And if, you know, if you can just where you at, if you can help 5 kids, and I'm in Florida helping 5 kids,
Right.
and one of our other friends is in Atlanta helping 5 kids or 10 kids. And, if we do that, maybe, we'll have a lot, we can help with some of this unrest and some of these, teenagers that's getting incarcerated and
Yeah.
things of that nature. Just, it doesn't take nothing to help somebody. It doesn't say nothing. It doesn't take anything to, look at a little child and see and say, you know what, I see that this child is here. Let me speak life into him, or
That's right.
encourage him.
That's right. Man, that Jeff, you always say real men do real things, brother. Whatever I can do within my power to help push the foundation forward, get the word out, or whatever. You're on Instagram, of course, all types of photos and additional information, kind of expanding upon what you guys do, what you're planning to do, etc. Man, Jeff, I'm proud of you. Needless to say, but I got to publicly say it anyway.
I hope so, Chris. That's our prayer. Yeah, yeah, we live by that, Chris. I think that's one of my favorites. Well, that is my favorite saying. I'm beginning to be known by that. I see people in the streets now. They go, "Hey," I go, "What's up?" They go, "Real men do real things."
That's
And
right.
I
Real
start,
men do real things.
yeah, real men do real things, Chris. And like I said, we just want to be intentional, and we have a lot of great conversations coming up on
Uh-huh.
doing other things, and just trying to, especially young people, just trying to let these young people know that you know you have a new beginning. Every day is a new beginning.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Well, Jeff, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to close this out, brother. I'm glad we finally got this one up and going. I look forward to speaking with you again because we're gonna be talking about sharing some other success stories and so forth, man. So get ready for it.
Yes, sir, my brother. Thank you for having us. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to, I love your platform and what you're doing also. I mean, you know, just to have a platform to share information, that's huge, Chris.
Yeah, I
Platform
appreciate it.
to
Sharing
share.
is caring, man.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're not following us, please, please, please go to Instagram, Facebook, all social media platform, New Beginning Legacy Foundation. Watch us grow.
I'm just looking forward to what's to come, man. And to the audience, thanks for tuning in to the Life Writing Show. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos that resonate with you, comment and share. The show is another way we creatively inform and inspire people to write the lives they desire. Thanks and take care.